on sniper very much. Snakewater is fairly good for sniper. You can. I know you're not a fan of Snakewater. You love Turbine more than this. You love any map more than this. You love Granary more than this. But
bring back 2-4.
Dust Bowl with its tiny little ceilings are even better than Snakewater in your eyes. But it is a map where you can run sniper between second and mid, between second and last. You can run it in a lot of the places, really, similar to Gully Wash. I'll be interested to see whether they want Zebasai on the sniper or whether they prefer him on scout for the majority of the game.
Yeah. I was a bit distracted just then. I'm reading their chat. It looks like they're arranging a practice clan wars, so some pretty intense stuff going off at the moment. Yeah, I honestly can't say I've ever seen either team play this map before.
No, this is the first time it's going to come up in the season, and I haven't seen these teams PCW in on it either, so I have no idea which team would really be better. I would imagine that if they're going to be playing a similar kind of mid style, that BK again are going to come out on top, because passive mid on Snakewater isn't often going to be the best idea, and if Planet Express are going to be doing that and allowing BK to take the point and take the better position, it could work out very badly for them.
In Osomniac, I mean, what because we had a strat in Osomniac where you rush a scout top left and the roamer follows him, and you just completely destroy top left. You do this all really fast at the start, and Zebasai always used to like calling the strat for the first mid that we played on a match. So I'll be interested to see if that's what's going to happen as we are live.
We are, yes. We're going to our first mid, and I'll be watching Zebasai to see what he's doing. He is rolling out on that top left area, so he's going to be going really aggressive, trying to deny Samsa, but Samsa's just going to go straight into that lunchbox area, gets destroyed by Zappis, who he wasn't expecting to meet, I don't think. And now BK have got the space that they need, but Hafiko's gone aggressive to take down the Demoman of Rib. But I don't know whether that's going to make any difference. Settler does manage to pick up Knutsson though, so he's got the heals. But with 3 players from BK still alive, he's going to be hard-pressed to defend his medic from them. He does manage to get the first pick onto AMS, but now getting harassed by Hair P and Zappis at the same time. Boom, Flushy picking out the frag with his Uber saw, and then that gives him the Uber to get away before Hair P can finish off the kill. Big plays from Flushy to get himself out of there, but the Ubers have just been equalised. So it doesn't let BK really push forwards and pick up second, but they are going to be able to take mid off the back of that, and Planet Express going to be contesting this.
Yeah, I didn't really catch what happened on the mid fight. There was some little distractions going on in my background, but really nice recovery from Flushy, and Hafiko finally got the heals on him after running off 40 HP for what feels like a long time they're contesting, but they're getting forced back. There's a sniper on the field. Zebasai is scaring them away. As soon as this fight didn't go well for them, they backed up because they knew that they couldn't get on the sniper, so it was really a disadvantageous fight for them. But now they have to kind of hold 2 against a sniper who's just taking pot shots from grass at the moment.
Yeah, and some really long sight lines on this map, and it's difficult to really hold forwards on all of the sniper entrances. So Zebasai is going to be given a lot of room here, but Samsa looks like he wants to get aggressive. A body shot rings out onto Captain as he's knocked down to half health, and Zappis is going to go in on a bomb onto Flushy. Flushy really high in the air, and actually forces in midair because he knows that Zebasai's got a little sight line onto him because he was so high up. Yeah. So a big Uber advantage now coming out. Captain's going to try and make the best of it and get onto Knutsson. He does have a very slow movement through the air as he's constantly denied by Hair P and Zebasai. He's not going to be able to get onto Knutsson, and they have such an advantage to go forwards here, BK.
Yeah, Sam's are going down. I didn't see where, but I assume he was going for a force, which did not pay off. So it's both soldiers down. It's going to be a really, really easy take for lobby. Happy dies, but the Uber's popped. I didn't see where or why, but it is.
It was popped in the lobby, and I don't really know why, because Planet Express were easily able to get out through the shutter door, and they've picked up the pocket of AMS. Perhaps AMS calling again for an Uber when he was in a bad situation, but they've managed to pick up the Demoman from Planet Express from a fully charged body shot in lobby as he poked his head out there, perhaps a little too eagerly. And now Planet Express want to get forward, but with their Demoman down, and now 3 players as well further down.
That was so bad. What the hell are they doing?
They're just throwing this away.
Fucking hell. Like, Settler died. Alright, that's cool. It makes the push a bit more difficult when it's not their fault. But then Captain just kind of YOLO'd onto balcony. The scout went out, and then Flushy wasn't coming with them, and they just ran around in circles till 4 guys died. It was like really, really bad. And now they're forced to use Uber on last just to save it, and it's going to give BK like a 70%, 60% advantage.
Yeah, they have picked up 3 frags off the back of this though. Rib going down quite early, but now AMS and Happy as well. It's only Zebasai, Knutsson and Zappis left alive, and they are getting pressured by Settler at the moment. Knutsson going down to half health, but he is going to get his Uber up, and they're going to be pushing forward. They don't have their pocket with them at the moment, but they've got a little bit of time just to get into a good position and get some buffs before they push. Zebasai is still on Sniper, trying to get pop some headshots off as they move in over grass. They've got to be moving slightly quicker than this though, as Flushy is slowly getting his Uber up. He's on 70% at the moment. Another 10 seconds and he will have his Uber, but they are just going to go back to last. They're not going to attempt to hold lobby or contest or push out or anything like that. And Zebasai running in already, but does get taken down by Hafiko.
I was waiting for a break to say I really think they need to use their own sniper at some point, because they're just giving up so much fucking ground. Big air shot. Take it away, Sideshow.
A huge airshot there from AMS onto Captain to take him down. And the frags not going BK's way here. They just fell apart in that push.
Yeah, but what I was saying before, they'd like... Planet Express are just giving away points for free. Like, there was no attempt to contest on 2, no attempt to force, no attempt to do anything, even spam. And it's all because of the sniper, so like, I'm glad Happy Cool spawned there and just fragged Zebasai. Because even if you can't win a 1v1, which it seems Happy Cool can, you can at least like deny the sniper's sight onto your combo, and you can actually put up a defense in various places, which is just something they haven't really been able to do because of fear of the sniper. So finally got Zebasai off here. I don't know how long he was alive there, but it felt like he hasn't died since the first mid. I'm not sure if that's correct, but I remember him coming sniper straight after the first mid, and I don't remember him dying since.
Yeah, I don't really either, so maybe just staying alive throughout the entirety of that. And now he has respawned on the scout, so we'll see if that leads to a change in gameplay, as he's now going to be able to pick up the scout and clean up a lot of these frags rather than trying to get the odd shot off. The Ubers are active for both teams, but there's a demo man down for Planet Express, and the Ubers have been forced on the mid fight. It's a 6v6 situation, but Planet Express still don't have their demo man there, and they've been forced to drop out. Everybody from Planet Express getting out of both of these choke points, and BK are going to be swarming forwards onto them. They've got the damage out, and they are not content to let them just get away.
Yeah, Captain's doing a nice job there. I mean, he dies, it looks kind of foolish for him, but I'm pretty sure Flushy was a goner if he hadn't put his body in the way. I was going to say it was a nice opportunity for Planet Express to do a back cap, because there was over 50% cap time on that point, but the push from BK came so fast and so swift, there was just no opportunity to sync anything like that up.
The Planet Express scouts again syncing up really well. I'm impressed with how well they play together, but it always seems like they only manage to do it when they're the only ones alive with Flushy. Hafiko does go down there to Happy and Knutsson syncing up together against the combo of Flushy and Sheepy, but Happy isn't able to get the pick onto Flushy once he leaves his own medic. Oh, Samson struggled in the air. No air shot does come out this time though, but Planet Express streaming forwards. They're going to meet a rib though, and the low ground not really affecting him that badly as a demo man, but 3 players down already from Planet Express just before that exchange is going to put them in the worst situation after this Uber, and Zebasai is already streaming forward to take the 1v1 on second against Hafiko. Perhaps a little too eager there, but he has turned the eyes of Settler, who then gets destroyed by a Zappis bomb.
Yep, I'm not really sure what to say about that. Like these Uber exchanges are just going so badly for Planet Express at the moment. They just seem to let BK back into the fight. Like they commit to a team fight and then the Uber trades comes in and they just have too many bodies there. But right now BK are pressuring the top right. I'm not sure if they're actually going to come in here. They are down in Roma and there is a sniper on the field, so they're going to get denied. It's going to be an even Uber stalemate. Setlet checking the Ubers, it looked like. He's still on demo though, so don't worry about that. But yeah, like these exchanges, they're just like, they just don't seem confident. Like they won't commit to a fight. Like you say, the scouts are always staying alive and like they seem to be the only ones up doing work, but they're not willing to commit. Like there, it was the scouts buffed. But Sheepy wouldn't commit, he wouldn't go deep and like take attention, he was staying, you know, in that mid-range dancing and just like doing okay, but you really just need someone to big balls it, go in deep, you know, just create that space, make it happen. Do either that or back out and leave, because you can't take an Uber exchange under these circumstances.
And it seems like both teams have opted, instead of going deep, balls deep as Kaidus is recommending, to instead run the sniper for both teams. And the first pick is going to come out from Hafiko onto the counter sniper of Zappis, and he's going to switch back to scout, and they're going to be able to push out here with a slight player advantage. They've managed to transition their way into lobby, and they're going to be taking the fight now as they stream out the doors and try and contest Knutsson on this right hand side. Settler getting juggled around a bit, but Flushy's managed to pop his Uber off only a few seconds later, so they're going to have a slightly better Uber here, but AMS has got in behind them. The pocket is going to cause havoc in a few seconds as he gets onto Samsa, but meanwhile the fight is happening on second. Both of the scouts managing to pick up frags for Planet Express, and it's a 4v3 situation. What's happening on last?
Hafiko and Samsa, Zebasai got behind, Hafiko knew it, and Samsa knew it, and they came back and just destroyed him. But all I saw was Zebasai running to last. It got me excited.
Yeah, I saw a few players from BK there trying to get to last, using the confusion of the fight on second to try and get behind and possibly set up a back cap or just attack the players from behind, but it didn't quite work out for them, and Planet Express do manage to pick up the second point, and they're going to be trying to go forwards here possibly. Samsa getting aggressive on this Saw Room, seeing if he can get a pick on anybody, but nobody from BK is going to be poking their little heads in there. And we are going to be returning to a kind of Uber v Uber situation in a few seconds once both of the Ubers are up. Neither team... Oh yes, Zebasai is going to be running a sniper again. It seems like he's been playing more sniper than he has scout so far. Yep. He's going to be peeking over that Saw Room area. He might be able to pick Samsa there, just as Samsa flew in through the window, and nobody knew that Zebasai was watching that area, and he does pick up the kill on the Planet Express Roma, and that's going to force BK to transition over this grass area. Zebasai hitting another headshot onto the demo man of Settler, and that's going to get... Oh, but the drop comes out from Knutsson, sorry, and Knutsson and Rib both going down. It was looking so good from BK. Zebasai set them up for such a great push, and Knutsson threw it away there with a drop. So unfortunate from him, but just trying to milk it for a little too long on that grass area. But a nice play from Zappis, actually hiding in the Saw Room and dropping out a window to pick up the Flushy, the medic for Planet Express. So that's going to equalize the Uber situation and not give them a large advantage for pushing second.
Yeah, but you see what I mean again on the CP2, up until the point when Knutsson dropped. I mean, Zebo got an entry frag onto Samsa. I keep saying Sansa, too much Game of Thrones for me. Samsa. And then he happened to get the demo, but he got the demo because like there was just no pressure. There was just nothing going on. Like Settler's standing still making a sticky trap, and they're all just standing back behind the fences. Like there's literally nothing they can do if they play like this. They're just going to let them in for free. Like Zebasai's going to take these pot shots, he's going to get extra kills, and even if he doesn't, his whole team's going to walk in and just have a good trade. I mean, Knutsson dropping is not going to give him a good trade, but I mean, you can only count on 3 or 4 drops from Knutsson a game, you know. They need at least 7 if they're going to play like this.
You can only count on 3 or 4 drops a game. Yeah, or possibly not even that. He had a fairly good game on Gully Watch. He didn't even drop once, as far as I know.
Yeah, I feel like there's not been enough Knutsson shit talk so far, so I had to throw it in there when he gave me the chance.
Yeah, he's got another 2 left, at least, if he wants to maintain his 3 or 4 threshold for medic drops per game. So we're going to be watching the Knutsson cam as he comes in with his Uber again, and see if he can pop it off this time. He does. Uber to take this Saw Room area. They're going to bully their way in, but they have lost their Roma, and now they're all clumped up on this area. This is terrible for them, but Rib slightly overextending possibly, but he's got a ton of damage out in exchange for his life, and it's going to put BK in a great position. Now the scouts coming in, working well together though. Sheepy and Hafikul at the end of the fight, and now Settler's going to back them up as well. Oh, Knutsson does manage to get the pick onto Hafikul with his crossbow from long range, and it's a 1v1. Knutsson gets a 2k onto the scout and the demo man, picking them both up where the rest of his team had failed. So he is not going to go down and is going to maintain a slight Uber advantage, but the most important thing is that he's going to give his team the heals that they need to be able to defend this second point.
Yeah, another really scrappy fight. Knutsson coming out on top. You don't see that every day. I think he's probably more effective in combat than he was on Roma, but oh my god, he almost died like really badly to some random bullshit and saw him, and he's still not out of it. There's a soldier bombing him, he's only 30 HP, he's going to go down. That's a real misstep, getting too big for his boots there. Like, he just kind of strolled through Saw Room, through the balcony where there's a soldier standing pumping rockets into him, but Zebasai takes down Flushy, so none of it matters.
Yeah, and the rest of Planet Express absolutely crumbling as well. A full wipe from them. They only managed to pick up the medic from BK and the sniper, so a huge advantage for BK as they push forwards. They might be able to pick up some spawners. It looked like Rib was considering spawn camping there just for a moment, but gets bullied back from Captain and Setlet. So as the rest of BK meet up with their heals, they are going to have an opportunity to go forwards where the Scout and Roma from Planet Express are not going to be alive, but I don't know whether they're going to take this opportunity to go forward. Zebasai has respawned on Sniper again, and it looks like they just want a more firm pick before they push.
Now we're just going to watch Zebasai. He's going to start poking. They're not going to contest him. He's going to start poking. He's getting shots for free. The entire team's backing up to lobby, and now his team's going to walk in comfortably with no contest. This has happened like 4 or 5 times now. It's like consistently working for them.
Yeah, it feels like Planet Express don't know how to deal with the Sniper properly. They're just backing out and giving them so much room to use that Sniper, and whilst playing passively is going to put you out of the sight lines of the Sniper, it gives him so much room to work with. But now they're flooded in from behind us. They sent their flank through Saw Room, and using that distraction they were able to get out whilst avoiding Zebasai on the Sniper.
Oh my god! Why? I don't understand. That was ridiculous. Oh god, Setler just jumping to his death for no reason, as he was trying to go forwards quickly to spawn camp, right?
Yeah, he was trying to go to the medikit.
And just slipped over his own dribble and fell to his death. What the heck? What an idiot, wow. In actuality, it doesn't make that much difference because he's going to respawn for this last push. They have used their Ubrain through the bottom, but Hafikul's been juggled so far away and does actually go down, so BK are probably going to be able to defend this. Settler and Captain pick up frags of their own, but it's a 4v3 situation and everyone on FedEx is so weak, they just need to get cleaned up and AMS are left alive. Rib's going to sticky jump out as Captain was penning him in spawn. Knutsson picks up the frag there actually. He's a menace with the crossbow tonight. And Sheepy and Flushy, the only ones still committed from Planet Express, are going to get picked up. So a bit of a poor Uber, they weren't able to commit to it, and Hafikul, who was leading the Uber, got juggled away.
Setler was a little bit late coming in because of his whoopsie, but like this whole sequence pretty much sums up this game so far. Still at 0-0 in case our cameraman hasn't opened the scoreboard in the last 5 minutes. Yeah, this is a really odd game as BK are trying to poke back in. Not Rib, the other one, Setler, with some fucking crazy play, just 2 pipes nuts and gets juggled in. Sentiments of a frag video of mine that was once a thing. Yeah, that was nice, redeeming himself a little bit.
And that's going to give a big Uber advantage to Flushy as well, but he is going to get taken down by Zappis. So the Ubers are kind of exchanged and a bit of a messy, scrappy fight coming out here on the mid. And both teams have some players on pretty weak health that are going to be contesting each other. AMS hiding around that little shed area, going to try and get some rockets up, but it's BK who get the worst end of that, and Planet Express going to be streaming forwards. Hafikul actually is really far forwards.
Not sort of downy gaming right now. 2 players just ran in 1 by 1, neither buffed against a fully buffed Zebasai.
Yeah, Zebasai maybe going forwards there a little too much though after he got the pick onto Hafikul, and does manage to throw his own life away. But it's not gonna put the stick in the spokes of the BK wheel too badly, because they're going to be able to defend last. They're going to be able to get Zebasai up. He's going to respawn on Sniper, and they do have a little bit of an advantage, a 20% that they could possibly push with, but I don't think they will. They look like they're content to hold with this Sniper heavy defense, and it is still 0-0. So they've got 13 minutes to get something happening, but you get the feeling that, like the last map, whoever wins, if BK manage to win this round, they could well have the momentum to go on to steal another few in quick succession.
Yeah, it's a very fucking strange setup for Planet Express for now. Like, Sedler is crouching in the alley, he gets headshot underneath. Like, he was watching a weird sticky trap. Now he's gonna die, and I really have no idea what they were thinking. Like, he's watching the most common sticky trap from the weirdest of places, and then he gets headshot. Zappis jumps after the call, he goes down, and while I was watching this, some other stuff happened in TF2, and now BK are going to take this point for pretty much free. But the Sync Soldier Bomb coming in, they're both getting destroyed though. Knutsson's going to be fine. It was a nice and pro jump, but like really expected, I think, from BK as both scouts, just not sorry, both scouts. One scout, sniper, and soldier just denied them completely.
Yeah, I think they saw them hanging around their own grass and were able to anticipate the jump. Captain got launched really high in the air, and I thought he was going to land right on Knutsson's head and hit him with a 100 rocket, but he just got finished off before he managed to land the rocket. So absolutely nothing happening there, but Zebasai still ripping heads off shoulders all over the place, manages to pick up the frag on the scout of Hafikul, and that's going to signal the push in from BK. They've got a huge advantage as well, so they're just going to be able to muscle their way all the way in here. They don't even have to use their Uber, but they've got about 10-12 seconds before Flushy gets his up. If they wanted to push this all the way into last, they're going to have to focus him down quickly. They're going to take this through the left-hand side. Zappis and AMS taking that real high ground here. Zappis now bombing forwards, but Flushy is going to get his Uber charge up, and they're going to have an Uber exchange on last. Everybody from BK is really committed, and I don't know whether this is going to hurt them. But AMS is the first casualty, and Zebasai has already gone down a little previously. Zappis is going to bomb in to see if he can get something else done, but at the moment, the person who's really harassing is going to be Hafikul on second as he chases out Happy and Rib as they desperately try and defend Knutsson, having already lost 2 players.
Yeah, it's nice play for Hafikul. Some of his team were lagging behind there, but he just kind of gave him the confidence to move forward. Like, kind of a little bit slow to move out, but with Hafikul being a scout, obviously getting time on the point as fast as you can hope for, it evens out in the end. The sniper from Zebasai, it's a real interesting discussion point, I think, because they're winning push after push onto 2, and liking Gully Wash, like we saw, they're winning push onto 2 based on the sniper, but then losing pushes onto last because the sniper's just getting flanked. They don't have the extra scout for the point or for the fight that comes, and they're just not able to seal around. I don't know, if I was them, I'd really consider moving away from the sniper, because I think they're good enough to take these CP2s without him. I don't think they need him. Like, it's making it easy, but I think they can take 2 without the sniper, and they could be taking last much better without scout. But they're saying that they're going to take a round now, so...
Yeah, I think we just missed an incredible play by Zappis as he managed to sandwich some people in cheese. I think he dropped Flushy. I'm not sure, but I think I heard the drop sound coming out there. And yeah, that is going to be the first round.
Cut me off, man. Why not just wailing? If something big's happening, just put a sock in my mouth or something.
Yeah, so they did manage to pick up that first round after more than 20 minutes, so an incredible marathon of a first round. And as we go into only our second mid-fight, I'm going to be watching Zebasai again to see what he does and see whether it's any different. It looks like he's going to be teaming up with Zappis, as Zappis going really aggressively onto the rest of the Planet Express players, but they are just waiting for that, and they mop him up with some great defensive positioning, and now it's BK that have lost all their players.
Yeah. It's kind of the nature of these aggro plays on mid, and the play's kind of turning though. I didn't see AMS give a 3k, holy shit, I don't know what he did. I was watching Riv the whole time, but did he flank? I don't know what happened, but he really turned it around. I was going to say, the problem with these aggro mids, it's all or nothing. Like, Zappis went in and got nothing done, Zeba went in, didn't get a whole lot done, and then you have your demo kind of healthy on the point, but can't go this way, can't go that way. But AMS, just the snake of the mid. Snake of snake ones, sneaking in and doing
manages
things.
to push kill Captain Settler and Flushy at the end there. So
did you see where he came from? Or what
I didn't know. I just saw it pop up on the kill feed. So AMS having a hell of a mid, saving it for his team. And now the Ubers are going to come out as well. But unfortunately, Zebasai gets dropped. Rip going really aggressive.
Fucking amazing jump.
That was
so
really
good.
Nice. He snakes his way around there and destroys Samsa and Settler, making up for Zebasai being dropped there. A great overcharge coming out from him, and that's going to give them the 3 crucial picks they need to be able to push into last. It looks like they were having some difficulty on second actually with Hafikul contesting Happy, so they've taken a while to pick up that second point. And now as they push on to last, Planet Express have got a bit more of a defense setup. These spawners just coming in, and it looks like BK might have to back off and use their Uber advantage instead of the player advantage. They've managed to juggle Flushy way up in the air, and Zappis is going to pick up 2 kills on this last. Picking up Flushy and Settler, now getting Samsa as well, so a 3k from Zappis on the flank is going to set them up perfectly for this free push. And some great individual plays there coming out from Rib during that Uber charge, and then Zappis as well to secure that second round. The rounds, this one coming thick and fast after the last marathon of a round.
Yep, that tends to be the way though, isn't it? You have this really long round, and then something just happens, it completely changes the pacing of the game, and my god, did this game need a pace change. Thank God for Rib.
It definitely did. Yeah.
Thank God for AMS.
Thank God for Zebasai on scout, as he now goes scout and just charges straight into the kitchen area. Gets absolutely destroyed by Captain, I think that was, and they have lost 3 of their players, BK, with a bit of an overeager play in that kitchen, and it's only AMS and Knutsson that are left alive. As the Knutsson Rollerbladers failing that third middle fight, and Zebasai again has respawned on Sniper in an effort to get some area control and hold people off. He's going to be in upper lobby at the moment, just kind of hitting pot shots off on players. I'm not sure why he was that aggressive, because it was so close for him to get picked off there. They have used their Uber though. Planet Express as they come in, Settler bombing really far ahead. Just get Goober stomped. So he's just getting chased out at the moment by AMS, who does manage to pick up the frag onto the Planet Express medic. At the same time, there's a few other players on Planet Express that are getting pretty weak, and they're losing their pocket as well. But Zebasai goes down at the same time, and Knutsson and AMS, a little overextended, do go down to the combined efforts of Sheepy and Happycool, who are picking up the rest of BK as well. So only Zappis and Hair P left alive. Zappis hiding on this right hand side. He's going to get so much damage onto everybody. Picks up a 3k.
My goodness, the fucking Heavy just still chilling with 300 HP. He was like sitting there prepping up for a big battle, and it's just over before anyone gets near him.
That was ridiculous from Zap. Well, no, that wasn't. It was all right from Zappis, but the real failure was from Planet. Oh my god! Zebasai just runs through cheese, gets a headshot onto a not really aware Flushy, and completely interrupts my train of thought. I was talking about the Zappis play. It was poor play by the Planet Express players as they all wandered through there, clumped up, taking the same damage from a hiding Zappis, and now Planet Express running their own Heavy on offense here as he chills out in cheese. He's going to be trying the flanking Heavy strat. I don't know how well that's going to work out for them, but there is a back cap coming out from Sheepy, and Sheepy's going to get it. Yeah, Zappis was left on last there, but he wasn't able to fend off the DM hero Sheepy. Sheepy's going to be able to make this 2-1. It's still a game. 5 minutes left.
I was like flapping around doing nothing of any significance while that Zappis play happened. What exactly, where was he standing? Like what? Describe it to me.
You know the left-hand side from the attacker's perspective as you push into last?
Yeah.
He was just hiding just there, right next to the door.
Oh my fucking god, that's really bad.
Yeah, it was terrible, but it looked really cool as he just put down about 400 damage in one rocket. But now as we go to our fourth middle, it looks like a really aggressive play from BK. They jump in there with Zappis taking the front of it, and Zebasai picks up the frags onto the medic and Demo. Everybody else on Planet Express so weak, but they are getting the frags. Only AMS and Rib left alive. AMS needs to be able to finish off these players if they want any chance of picking this up, but they're scared of Happycool and Sheepy, with Samsa putting in some supporting artillery fire from his rockets, and they are going to be able to pick up this mid. I thought it was going to go really well for BK there with their aggressive play, but they got everybody weak, but just couldn't pick up the frags when it came down to it. Possibly because Zebasai had already extended so far to get the initial frags, and Hairpy didn't stay alive long enough to clean up at the end.
I was going to say, if we're gifted with a next mid, I'm going to pay like really close attention to what Hairpy's doing, because I feel like this mid has to be all about Happy and Rib. Like Rib is doing damage and watching him, he's hitting pipes on scouts and things like this, like literally setting kills up for like, you know, one hit across the map for a scout. And Zebo's going aggro with Zappis, so kind of AMS and Happy are the missing factors at the moment on these mids. I'm not really sure what Happy's doing. I know, oh my god, Zebo dropped Flushy, how many times is that going to happen?
Yeah, just constantly an absolute terror of Zebasai, and Planet Express look like they have no way of dealing with it. They're not putting any pressure on him when Flushy's manoeuvring himself around the map, and Zebasai's just able to get these shots off all the time. I'll be interested to see how many med picks he has at the end of the game, because it seems like a ton so far. What happened there?
Zappis trying to jump up to the window, and it's classic timing. Captain just pokes his head out as it happens, and they trade point-blank rockets.
Kalaried. But a huge advantage for Knutsson. Unfortunately, they only have 4 players up, and one of them is a sniper. So, with AMS getting that pick on Samsa, though, that might open the door for a push from BK. Flushy's still a long way away, a long way away from getting his Ubercharge up. But it looks like fairly passive play, actually, from BK. They're just waiting for their players before they make any kind of a push. Do they think that Flushy has Uber or something? This is really slow passive play from them.
I don't think so. I think Happy was down and Zebo was on sniper, so they're going into a push with no scouts. I think maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe they did just mistime something. I mean, Knutsson is calling. I mean, I would say that like Zebo got the pick, so he knows they have advantage. But if Knutson's calling, it can get a bit frantic at times. So maybe he's just, you know, he's not giving himself time to breathe and making a mistake or something like that. But I think it's probably just because they have no scouts on the field.
Yeah, and they have given Planet Express enough respect for Flushy to build up his Uber. And now we're going to see an Uber v Uber play again, but with the time ticking down, only 2 minutes remaining, the pressure really is on Planet Express now to make the move, and that is exactly what they're doing. No more passive play from them. They're going to be surging forwards. The first pick is going to be onto Zappis, and they're going to have to pressure the sniper as well. That's exactly what Settler does, and the Uber force comes out as well from Samson. Nice play from him. AMS is going to go down the pocket, really trying his best.
Negotiate a really nice position. He takes down Knutsson and gets enough damage on Rib that Sheep can follow it up. That's really nice. Settler was just chilling out on balcony, and he caught the combo as they went back with the Uber faded. Now Sheepy's in on last, taking one run with the scout. It should really clean this up. Like Sheepy meant to be have DM, meant to DM. He's DMing. He DMs. DM. Yeah, they won.
DM.
Yeah, so we have it on mid now. Like if BK attempt the same style of mid, I'm gonna pay attention to what Happy's doing, because I feel like it really has to come down to this player, Happy. And like I know AMS is doing something because he's got that 3k, but Happy, I've seen nothing of him on the mid, and the way they play it really sets it up for him.
Yeah, and with only 1 minute left remaining and the score at 2-all, it really is all or nothing right now. Whoever wins this mid is going to be in a great situation to push this forward and take the map. Otherwise, we will be going to a golden cap. So whereabouts is Happy? He is going to be streaming forward across this point, backing up AMS, and they have gone so aggressively. Rib has put out tons of damage, and now it's up to Samson to try and help out the rest of his team. He doesn't manage to get the pick onto Knutsson, though. Knutsson was on such weak health, but he's going to stay alive. They're going to have such a big advantage to push this last. BK are in the driving seat. It is all on them to take this home. They've got the opportunity. As long as they don't screw this up, they have a great opportunity to take this map without having to go to a golden cap. But with only 30 seconds remaining, they've got to put their foot on the pedal.
Yep, sorry for Happy's life there. He doesn't die early, he negotiates a nice position, but everything's dead. He runs into it. It's just dead. Uber comes in, far right, take a Sideshow.
Yeah, it's Eversign, Happy, the double scout Uber is going to be going forwards. They haven't found anyone though, the entirety of Planet Express hiding in spawn. It doesn't matter though. They use the opportunity of Planet Express hiding in spawn to run on the point and cap it off before Planet Express can get back out there. They do manage to pick it up with only 6 seconds left on the cap and make the score 3-2. BK taking that second map and taking the first map to get all the full 6 points from that fixture. It wasn't a 5-0 game as Flushy, I think it was, predicted, but yeah, I think that may be more to do with BK showing them respect than Planet Express actually playing well.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we're doing interviews, Knutson's here already, so I guess we are, which is nice, because I'm really curious as to kind of the thought process behind the Zebo sniper, particularly on Snake Wall, where they were less comfortable, because he's top damaged, he's 27 and 24, but he's got 14 minutes of sniper played, and like his KD is respectable, 13 for 7, like 5k damage, that's fine, it's decent, it's good, but are they doing that because they think it's the right decision to win, or are they doing it because Zebasai wants to snipe? I'm not sure, because I think really a lot of these fights would have been way cleaner if they didn't have a sniper.
Yeah, and just before we grab some people for interviews, I've got some players from Planet Express on the way as well. I'll just cast my eye over the logs. As you said, we've got Zebasai top damaging, but getting a fairly even KD for it, and of course playing 14 minutes of sniper where he went 13 for 7, so really his sniper KD a lot better than his scout KD. Maybe he wasn't feeling his scout aim as well, possibly that was some other small reason as to why he kept picking up the sniper rifle again and again. Followed by Rib and Zappis in the damage output, but Rib having a fairly conservative game, just staying alive a lot of the time and not really translating his damage to kills, but that's not important when you've got Zappis and Zebasai picking them all up as well. So a fairly decent game there.
This is a playstyle thing more than anything else. It's the kind of you see consistent results from BK, like they win in the maps, and Happy and Rib, from what I've seen at least, they're never particularly shining on the logs. You really have to kind of delve a bit deeper and see, like, on the mids, Rib is doing a lot of damage, but then the kills are happening for the guys on the front line, Zebasai, Zappis, AMS. Same with Happy, like, the mids that really worked. Happy was like, he was playing a little bit passive at the start and then going forward, but by the time he actually went forward, he'd done his job of securing the demo and medic onto the point. And then by the time it's time, like, normally you'd have a cleanup, the DM is just so strong from Zebasai and AMS and Zappis collectively that the frags are all taken before Happy can even get a sniff. And it's kind of the same story for Rib a lot of the time as well. If the fight is won, it's won by these players, like just their style sets it up for them. So either they're winning the fights with these players, the flank, or they're not winning the fights, and it's Rib and Happy who kind of have this responsibility to steady the ship.